You may have seen videos like this floating around YouTube. They promise that if you save diligently for 5 years in your 401k, you can coast to $1 million retirement. And look, for an employee with a W-2 job, that is solid advice. It works. But if you're a business owner and you're following that advice, you're playing the game on hard mode. See, the tax code is written to reward business owners, but most of you are saving like your employees. You're trickling money into a SEP or a traditional IRA. You're stressing about the markets for the next 30 years. Today, I want to offer you a different deal. It's called the 5-year sprint. I'm going to show you how to use the 2026 contribution limits to compress 30 years of savings into 60 months. And we're going to build an $8 million nest egg by age 35 or 40, depending on how old you are watching this. So you never ever have to think about saving for retirement again. So here's the philosophy. Most financial advice tells you to pay yourself first, a little bit forever. It's a slow drip, it's painful, and frankly, it takes mental bandwidth away from your business. The sprint is different. We are going to use your business owner superpower, specifically the ability to control both the employee and the employer side of your contributions. And in 2026, an employee is capped at putting away around $24,500. But as a business owner, with the right type of retirement plan, like a solo 401k, you can contribute up to $72,000 a year. That is nearly 3 times the speed of normal saver. So here is the strategy. Instead of saving $10,000 a year for the next 30 years, we're going to max out that $72,000 limit for the next 5 years. It's going to be intense. It might mean taking a lower salary personally. It might mean driving the old truck for a few more years, but you only do it for 5 years, then you stop, cold turkey. Now let's look at the math, because this is where it gets crazy. You start at age 30, you contribute the max, $72,000 a year for 5 years. By age 35, you've put away $360,000 of principal. Now at age 36, you stop. You never contribute another penny. You just let that money sit in the market, compounding at a standard 10% average annual S&P 500 return until you are 65. Do you know what that $360,000 turns into? $6.2 million. And if you get a slightly better return, say 11%, that number jumps to over $8 million. Compare that to the employee strategy from that other video or some of the other videos you see on YouTube, and they saved for 5 years and ended up with $1.5 million. You did the same 5-year sprint, but because you used the business owner limits, you ended up with 4x to 5x more money. Now I need to pause and be real with you for a few seconds. This is advice, but this is not for everyone. It is not easy. And honestly, writing a $72,000 check for your future while you're trying to grow a business requires some serious discipline. Some of you are gonna hear this and think, no way, Tribox, give me the slow and steady route. And that's totally fine. That's why they make chocolate and vanilla ice cream. There is nothing wrong with slow and steady. But I also know there are some of you watching this right now thinking, hell yeah. You're thinking, save like a madman for 5 years and build $8 million legacy. I'm all in on that. But even if you're all in, I can hear the other comments. Tribox, the market doesn't go up in a straight line. What about inflation? What about a crash? And you're right, the market is messy. But let's play worst case scenario. Let's say the market performs terribly. Let's say you only get half of the results. Would you be mad at $4 million that you finish paying off in your 30s? Would you? Would you be upset that your plan B is still better than 99% of the people's plan A? I don't think so. And that brings me to the real reason for the sprint. It's not just about the money. It's about your focus. When you have the retirement problem solved in the background, a massive weight is lifted off your shoulders. You stop worrying about your future and you can pour all of your mental energy back into your business. Look, the goal of the videos I make isn't just to give you tax tips, it's to get you thinking differently. I want you to think beyond the norm and the noise you hear from standard financial advisors. My ultimate goal is to help you create a pivot in your wealth that you might not have ever considered if you hadn't watched a video like this. Quite frankly, that's what I get paid to do. So if this sparked the question, drop it in the comments below. But if you want to get into the specifics that applies to your business and to your numbers, click the link below and let's have a real conversation. I'll see you on the next one.